How many of you remember Billy Joel? How many of you know that song really well? Well, this is my high school yearbook. And I'm not going to show you my senior picture, but this is my high school yearbook. And I'm also not going to tell you what year it's from. But I'll give you a hint. The United States of America celebrated a big birthday that same year, and Billy Joel's album, The Stranger, came out the next. I'm wearing a t-shirt that says, on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. All right, so I'm giving you guys a little bit of an indication as to when I may have graduated from high school. Well, that song is important, and wanted to introduce that to you a little bit because Alan is going to speak today, I hope I have this right, Alan. He's going to speak today about how we change over time, but how something that once defined us might also change over time. And sometimes we don't let people change, right? Sometimes we hold them, if you've ever been to a class reunion, sometimes we hold them in the image we had of them several years ago. So upon hearing what Alan was going to talk about, the first thing that came to my mind was to go back to the high school yearbook and the comments, right, that my friends wrote in my yearbook. This is what I found. Apparently, I used to be funny. There are a lot of comments about how I made people laugh. And even teachers mentioned that they enjoyed my sense of humor. Other descriptors included independent, a good listener, hardworking, right? All things I'm happy to own. Thankfully, no one mentioned my insecurities or my judgmental nature, or my sharp tongue, or my potty mouth. I guess that even in high school, I chose to surround myself with people who erred on the side of grace. And yes, there is a variation of the classic yearbook signing sentence that's probably in your yearbooks as well, and it sounds something like this. To a cute, sweet, funny girl, always stay the way you are, don't ever change. How many of you have something like that in your yearbook? Absolutely. Don't ever change? Well, in reality, I have changed a lot. I've traveled. I've worked in an amazing profession. I've known love and loss. Since high school, I've married and raised 2 children. I've reinvented my faith, and I continue to. I'm more secure in myself than I was at 18. My brown hair is now white, and I'm a half-inch shorter, though thankfully my acne cleared up. One thing, though, that life insists on teaching us is that change is not an option, something I and my yearbook signing friends just didn't fully comprehend. To be fair, many of us still struggle with change. Now, some of the people who signed my yearbook know the route my life has taken because they stayed and remained involved and helped me grow immensely. With others, I lost connection quickly as our lives went in very different directions. All pretty typical, right? You have similar friends too, right? Those that you have stayed in touch with and those that you see maybe or get a Christmas card from. Jesus was always a part of my life, or Jesus was a part of my life back then. And if I'm really honest, and I need to restate that, Jesus has always been a part of my life, even though I didn't even really recognize that until I was 12 years old. But in high school, My relationship with my peer group carried more weight than my relationship with Jesus. In those days, I received validation from external sources. Outer beauty mattered to me more than inner. Popularity was a barometer of success. I'd like to say that grades were my barometer of success, but that didn't come until later. All the while, though, through the angst of high school, I knew at some level that I was protected, though I certainly at that point wouldn't have been able to articulate that. One thing I am grateful for is that I didn't stay just the way you are. Like you, I've been through the crucible of life, and I continue to be clay in the potter's hands. I wonder what Jesus would have written in my yearbook in 1976. To a cute, sweet, funny, just kidding. He might have written, well, we've been through a lot, you and I. Some good times and some painful. I hope you stay in touch with me as you begin the next phase of your life. And I'll be right by your side. Remember that. I got you. Now and forever. Love you, Jesus. I wonder what words of wisdom Jesus would have for all of us today, now that we've all changed a lot. Maybe our collective yearbook would sound like this. My beloved people, you've walked many miles and have many more to go. Your lives have been marked by burdens and joys, and each step taken has been powered by the heart I love and cherish. Keep choosing love, even when it's hard. Keep forgiving, even when it's not deserved. And remember, I am always with you through all of the changes, just as I have always been. Stay the way you are, yes, but keep embracing change so that you can become all that you are destined to be. I love you beyond measure, Jesus. Welcome to worship. We are so glad you're here.